NVIDIA, PALANTIR, Tesla? None of those. Maybe this company is the next AI revolutionary company. Hey there, Tamir from Fibonacci.com here. Like, subscribe, and let's talk Microsoft. So, is Microsoft really the next big thing in the AI revolution? Since the AI hype began, the stock of this magnificent 7 company has already surged over 16% this year, despite a sharp decline from its all-time high early August. The question is whether this marks the end of its impressive run or just the beginning, presenting the best opportunity for us. Today we are going to dive deep into the AI revolution. A tech tsunami is about to reshape the very foundation of the tech industry. You might be wondering, Tamir, haven't we heard all this AI hype before? Well, let me tell you, this is not just another tech buzzword. We're talking about a real shift that could redefine how we interact with technology, how businesses operate, and potentially how we live our day-to-day lives. There's one company that stands to benefit significantly if they get it right. So, in the next few minutes, we'll uncover the ambitious strategies, groundbreaking partnerships, and mind-bending innovations propelling this company to the forefront of the AI race. From empowering developers with AI-assisted tools to pioneering AI agents that could reshape computing as we know it. This company is playing high-stakes game that could reshape its own future and ours. And what does the company think about other companies? Of course, Microsoft. This is not about flashy AI gadgets or abstract concepts. We're talking about real-world financial implications, potential market disruptions, and yes, opportunities for investors who can spot the next big wave before it happens. Now let's dive into the current state of AI at Microsoft. And I have to say, it's pretty exciting stuff. In a fascinating interview with Kevin Scott, Microsoft CTO, Chief Technology Officer at Goldman Sachs conference, Scott is painting a picture of a company that's not just dipping its toes into AI pool. They're basically drinking the whole pool, building the whole pool, and they want to know everything about it. He emphasized that we're still in the early stages of AI development and progress is continuing at a breakneck pace. In his words, we are demonstrably not at the point of diminishing marginal returns on how capable these AI systems can get. That's tech speak for you haven't seen anything yet. Now, I know you're probably thinking, Tamir, we've heard a lot about Microsoft and AI before, and you're right. But let me remind you of the game-changing partnership that's been driving much of this progress. Microsoft collaboration with OpenAI. This partnership has been, in Scott's words, one of the most consequential partnerships Microsoft has ever had. And that's saying something for a company that's been around since the dark ages. What's truly mind-boggling is the rapid pace of progress we're seeing. Scott hinted at some super exciting things coming in the later half of this year. Now, I don't have a crystal ball, but when the CTO of one of the world's largest tech companies says something like that, it's worth paying attention to. To give you an idea of the pace we're talking about, Scott mentioned that it's just a few months they managed to make ChatGPT-4 the latest AI model, 12 times cheaper to run than at launch. Imagine if your car became 12 times more fuel efficient in just a few months. This rapid progress isn't just about making things faster or cheaper. It's about pushing the boundaries of what's actually possible. As Scott put it, the focus is on moving tasks from the impossible category to the hard category. We're talking about AI tackling problems that were previously thought to be beyond the reach of computers. So, as we stand here, Q4 in 2024, Microsoft isn't just participating in this AI revolution here, they are shaping it. If Scott's hints are anything to go by, we might be in for some major announcements very soon. The question is, are you ready? What comes next? With that said, let's dive into Microsoft's AI strategy. It's a bit like a chess grandmaster's game plan. Complex, forward-thinking, and with moves that might not make sense to the casual observer until suddenly, checkmate. First, Microsoft is focusing on ambitious AI applications. They're not interested in small incremental improvements. They're going for the big fish. As Scott puts it, you really want to find the thing that's just gone from impossible to hard. Imagine AI systems that can do long-term planning, have memory, and can operate products and services on behalf of the user. That's kind of ambitious thinking we're talking about. It's not about making your spell checker slightly better. It's about creating AI that can write entire reports or code complex programs. But here's the thing. These ambitious applications need some serious horsepower behind them. And that's where the importance of infrastructure and computer power comes in. It's like trying to run the latest video game on a computer from the 1990s. It won't work. Microsoft is building infrastructure at the breakneck pace. Scott mentioned that demand for AI infrastructure has materially outpaced their ability to supply it. They're not just building for today's needs. They're trying to anticipate where demand will be in the future. Now let's talk about Microsoft evolving AI development. This is where things get interesting. Traditionally, you'll build the infrastructure first, then develop the application. But AI is moving so fast that Microsoft cannot afford to work that way. Scott describes it like this. Things are moving so fast right now that it's kind of hard to imagine a world where you go to do the infrastructure rebuild and wait until it's done to make substantial decisions and deployments on the next layer up. In other words, they're building the plane while flying it. Infrastructure, software, applications, all being developed concurrently. It's a high wire act, but it's allowing Microsoft to innovate at an unprecedented pace. Lastly, let's not forget the emphasis on partnerships and the broader ecosystem. The company recognizes that unlocking the full potential of AI isn't a one-company job. Their partnership with OpenAI is just the tip of the iceberg. Scott emphasized that really unlocking the full potential of AI to create value for people everywhere is another equally large thing. I don't think it gets done by one entity. It's a lot of people working very hard at the same direction. This approach is not altruistic. I don't think Microsoft does altruism as its strategy. By fostering a robust ecosystem, Microsoft can tap into cutting-edge research, attract top talents, and accelerate innovation across the board. They can also keep regulators at bay by saying, we don't owe OpenAI. No. That's a separate company. We're not a monopoly, right? So there you have Microsoft AI strategy in a nutshell. Ambitious applications powered by its own cutting-edge infrastructures, developed through an evolving paradigm and supported by a network of partners. It's a strategy that's complex but fascinating, much like AI itself. Now, let's turn our attention on how Microsoft is empowering developers and fostering innovation. It's a bit like giving a master chef not just the finest ingredients, but also a kitchen full of cutting-edge gadgets that turn out to be robots that can do pretty much everything. The results? Well, they are spectacular. In my point of view, the growth story for Microsoft, which is an insane decade-long story, just when we think they've hit saturation, they pull something out of the bag, and I think they're going to do it once again. I'm super excited about this. I think this will be my biggest position going into 2024. Now, I'm not telling you to buy it, obviously. I'm just telling you to go and do your own research. Do your own due diligence. Think about it deeply and thoroughly, same as I did. So once again, thank you very much for watching this video. If you found it helpful, educational, hit the like, subscribe, check the links in the description below. Until the next video, stay safe.